They said, your people, you know, get people, nobody they call, or as this one, people they call about how it's like, now you be the next person where we go say. So that is when they pick up a phone, they dial the number. When they dial that number on loudspeaker, they said, Alaji, fresh meat today, I'll go take one. Which part you need? The Alaji say, breast, breast. I need her second to the last finger. I need her eye. I need her ear. So he said, okay, then how much are you looking at? He said, Alaji, if you can give us 4 million, kill it, and send it. The Alaji started pricing. He said, let me give you people 3 million. It's okay. They stayed done. They cut the phone. They carried the girl immediately. They had a very large, big table, but it's an iron table. So they took the girl. The girl started shouting, I don't have anybody. No mother, no father, I'm only child. They say, who only child head? Immediately they cut her head. They started pieces her. In my presence. So after.
Hi lovely, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you're welcome. For my old subscribers, I thank you so much for the love and support. So today is our storytelling Saturday. So I want to share with you my kidnapping experience. Like, guys, it was so scary. So what happened was that during the whole process, like for those who have done the UK visa and all process, you know that in Nigeria, my home country, there are only two places that you can go for either your medical check, that's for tuberculosis, or for your biometrics visa application. You either go to Lagos or you go to Abuja. I stay in the eastern part of Nigeria. It means that I have to move from the east to Lagos or the east to Abuja anytime that I will be going for any of those two processes. So I had to choose Abuja because one, Abuja is closer to me if the roads are not so bad, but it's still closer to me than Lagos. Then secondly, I dreaded Lagos, yes. Like Lagos traffic and everything. So I didn't want to be caught up with all those. So I decided to choose Abuja both for my TB test and for my visa application biometrics. So with the whole expenses involved with the school fees paying and stuff and the whole relocation process, and actually flight fares were so high then. I checked flight for Abuja and it was like 100 and something only going. So I had decided to go by road. So after the decision to go by road, I decided to use a day before I went to GUO to ask how they operate. They say morning bus is from 5:30 in the morning to 10 o'clock, and then night bus is from 5 o'clock or so till maybe I think 10 or so. So I decided, okay, that I'll come the next day for the morning bus. So I woke up that morning. I don't know what really happened, but I didn't leave the house so early. I got to the park like around to 9 or after 9, something like that, and they said that the last bus just left and they cannot load another bus. That's the bus that's supposed to leave by 10 o'clock, but it got filled up earlier and they left. And I had the option to go by night. Actually, I love going by night. I like night journey. But with the insecurity, kidnapping, and a lot that have been on the news, I wouldn't want to go by night, but I cannot miss my appointment. So that was the only option left to me. So I booked the ticket for the night and went back to the house. Then came back and we took off. Then we took off. Our driver was so wonderful and everything. And finally we got to Lokoja. We got to Lokoja. People that have applied Abuja route to the east will know that Lokoja is a very popular spot that drivers normally stop and they eat, then the passengers get off to do one or two things, then we'll continue the journey. So we got to Lokoja and we stopped. So when we stopped, our driver bought, when we were coming, because there was also fuel scarcity around that time, so our driver bought a full tank and also bought fuel on the gallon that he wants to top up. He said there is fuel scarcity in Abuja then, and even up till now. So he bought the fuel. So when we stopped, he topped the fuel at the can. We finished doing everything. Those that went to unit. After everything that we finished doing, he said okay that everybody should enter the bus, let's go. Only for us to enter, the found out that one of the drivers, a guy, is not the bus. So we're like, where did this man go to, where did this man go to, where did this man go to? Say okay, everybody was just looking around, nobody, he's not traveling with anybody, so we don't know his name or anything. The driver was like even bringing out manifest to check for his number. So another GUO driver that is carrying another set of passengers that stopped almost the same time when we stopped. They finished their own break and they were about to leave. So he came to ask our driver, guy, I don dey move o, what are you people still waiting for? You people stopped before us. The driver now said that he did not see one of his passenger and that the manifest, the guy did not write his number there. The driver was now saying, where would the guy now go to? Which kind of thing is this one? So the man was now like telling our driver that he should just wait small, that if he did not see the guy, he should call office and tell them what happened, then continue moving with the rest of the people. So that was how that driver, like all the people in the bus, they were even telling us, sorry, you people should not worry, he will come out now, maybe he went to ease himself and all that. So they left, and as God will have his immediately they left. It did not take long. The man now came out. Everybody was now like, Oga, why did you this? The man now entered the bus again and we continued the journey. So after that Lokoja stopover, you will move something like, I don't know whether it's up to 30 minutes that you will get to see an army checkpoint. Like after Lokoja, you will start entering like is it Gwari? I don't know. I don't really know all those. There is the village you will enter before you get to Wagwalada and then get to Abuja and all that. So that village road, that road is a lonely road, but there are army checkpoints there. So when we were now getting to that army checkpoint, we now saw that driver that stopped us, or that was asking us about what is actually delaying us. We saw the driver on the floor crying. My driver was now saying, this na my guy be this, so wetin this army people do this guy, wetin this army people do this guy. So he now stopped by the road, by that army checking point, and said let him go and know why the other driver is now sitting down on the floor like lamenting. So when he now got there, the driver, he was now asking the driver, what is it? My brothers and sisters, lo and behold, as that driver just left us at Lokoja and continued the journey going towards Abuja, some kidnappers stopped their bus on the road, and he said that two of the kidnappers were wearing army uniform. And when he saw them, he was like, is it that these army checkpoint people, they came down a bit? Do you get? Because being a constant driver on that road, they already know the miles they normally see those army people. But this time around, he saw them earlier than when he used to. So he was like, why would did they do any new checkpoints here? Or did these army people staying up come down a bit or something like that? But he said he was just checking that thing on his mind and said, is it not all this thing? He now stopped. They now stopped him. He stopped. He was now like, Oga, how far and how walk? The next thing, they said all the passengers should come down. So he said to him, he was thinking he stop and search, something like that. So he was like, oga na you are wasting our time oh, please now we are coming from a far place, all this one. They say everybody come down, everybody come down. They were now shouting, everybody come down. He was not telling the passengers, you people should come down, let them do, and let us continue going. That is how they came down from the vehicle. And the next thing, they just, other people now ran out from the bush, and it was kidnapping. And they just marched like 16 passengers from that bus into the bush and told the driver, oh yeah, that you should carry the car and move. He carried the car, and he said he's just getting to this army checkpoint now. As in goose pimple, as I was shaking. God, I don't even know, had he been that man did not like go to ease himself and stayed there for like another 30 minutes before coming out, we would have moved before that particular bus, because we actually came to that break, that lokoja waiting point before that bus. We came like 10-15 minutes before that bus, and that bus just left us to continue the journey. We were supposed to have moved before that bus, and immediately they just did that, they cleared the road. We passed, we did not even feel anything, like anything happened on that road. As in, everybody just weak. We don't even know whether to start thanking that man that went to toilet or what. So the army people was now like asking plenty, where did they enter, which particular place, where did they, we're like telling them that they wouldn't have gone far, they should go down to that place. They say no, that they'll have to call office, call back up, call this one, and my dear, they have already kidnapped those people just like that. And the scary thing about kidnapping then was that there are 3 groups of kidnappers. One group will kidnap you people, rob you, and leave you people to go. Another group will kidnap you people, rob you people, and collect numbers to call for ransom. Then the third group, the worst group, they will kidnap you people, rob you people, and still kill you people for organ harvest. Yes, it's happening. As in, I got to Abuja that day. I was, in short, I don't know. I'm just grateful to God for protection, because actually, do you know that road? I actually went on that Abuja road for like 3 to 4 times before I finally traveled. And for each one, there is always one occurrence or the other. One, we were robbed, as in what Edo guys, that Okene road, we were robbed there. One was we were nearly robbed. That one, our driver was able to turn on time, and we were shot. The car was shot and the glass broke, but the thank God nobody, the bullet did not hit anybody. As in, I cannot even tell my experience on that Abuja road between October, November, that I had to travel constantly within that road for one thing or the other. So that's my experience. That's my nearly kidnapping experience, that I'm so grateful to God for saving my life, for everything. If you have had any kidnapping experience that you want to share with us, like, I would love to hear from you on the comment section. For now, bye bye.